Hi everybody, this is AJ with Horizon Driving School with another test route for you, this one number 6. Now this one has been asked for to be a full commentary drive, so that's what I will try and give you as best I can. So as you can see, as per usual, we're starting off from Darlington Test Centre and we're going to be turning right out of the actual car park. Now apologies in advance for the quality of the video. It seems that something managed to get itself onto the lens at some stage. Now then, as normal, then we're driving out of the test centre, remembering it is 10 miles an hour. Again, don't go spoiling your test before you even get started. So we're going to get down to the end of the road. We're going to be turning right and then left and then turning right at the end of the road itself. So this can be a very busy junction. Take advantage of those traffic lights. If there's nothing coming from the left and the lights are on red and it's safe to do so, get yourself out there nice and early. Approach with a nice appropriate speed so you can continue moving rather than coming to a stop just like I've done there. I've seen that it's clear to go and we're away. Traffic lights turning green. Don't go over that stop line until they've turned green. Okay then, everybody's favourite roundabout. I mention this every time. Now it's Morton Park roundabout. We're going to be turning right towards Scotch Corner at this roundabout, so we need to ensure that we are in the right hand lane as we approach. We can just to say work out the road markings, and again appropriate speed, making sure that it's safe for us to continue, trying to keep the car moving rather than stopping the car. Okay, so actually we're going straight ahead this time. That's because I've done 2 in one day. In the centre lane, as you can see, it didn't really matter as entering on the right-hand lane because that's the lane we needed to be in any case. And again, appropriate speed as I've approached the roundabout into the centre lane as we look at it, turning into the left-hand lane. Indication, centre mirror and right mirror. Left mirror, sorry. So checking centre mirror and right door mirror. Ensuring that it's safe for us to continue. So we're taking in all of the signage that we're passing. We're understanding there that's possible farm traffic. Junctions to the left and to the right. So we're going to be approaching a roundabout very soon. What we need to be doing, as soon as we see the roundabout sign or the roundabout, whichever, we need to be checking that centre mirror and left door mirror. So we should be checking those now. We now know what's going on behind us and whether we need to indicate or not. In this instance, we do indicate because we do have vehicles around us. Remember, it's not just vehicles behind you, it's also vehicles in front or to the side. Bringing our speed down nice and gradually, ensuring that the indication is on. And again, appropriate speed, giving yourself time to look into the junctions so you know whether you can continue. Again, checking centre mirror and right door mirror, accelerating away. So we're on a rural road, 60 miles an hour. However, ask yourself, is it safe to be doing 60 miles an hour? I think my speed at this moment in time is around about 55. So you can see the roads are dry, good visibility, and light traffic. Take notice of the slow on the road. There's obviously a reason for that, and the reason for this will be more than likely the junction there for the housing. And again, another slow coming up because we do have a junction to the left. Take notice of these warnings. They're there to help you. Another sign here saying potholes. Shock horror. Now we're going to be turning left onto the A66. Now in the distance there we can see the sign for the A66. So we've checked our centre mirror and left door mirror. As we approach the sign, we're going to start slowing it down nice and gently and indicating at the sign. Note the speed change. Now even though we are going onto a dual carriageway, we still have some rather tight bends to negotiate, so the speed needs to come down. Normal approach speed 10 to 15 miles an hour, then accelerating away. Again, notice the speed change is now national speed limit. Dual carriageway 70 miles an hour. However, we've got a tight bend to get round. We can see the signs there telling us that we must turn left. As we come to this bend here, as we go around, have a quick look over your right shoulder to see what traffic's going on. And then we're coming round, and then as soon as we can, that indicator is on to turn right, and we're now accelerating hard because we found our space. We want to be getting onto this dual carriageway at around about 50 miles an hour. We need to match the same speed as the traffic already on the dual carriageway. Now the sign we've just passed is telling us that we need the right hand lane because we are going towards the A66, sorry, the A1M North, Darlington North. We've got into the lane nice and early. However, we haven't slowed down. We've kept our speed up because there is still quite a way to go. There's the roundabout sign. So again, checking centre mirror and right door mirror. So checking those mirrors at the 300. Starting to think about slowing down at the 200. Rechecking mirrors at the 100 and constantly bringing that speed down nice and gently over a longer distance rather than all of a sudden. Again, appropriate speed. Looking into the roundabout, we can see it's clear and that we can continue straight ahead. Again, as we come off, we're changing indication and checking mirrors, centre and left door mirror. Note this sign telling you that we're going to merge into the left-hand side. However, I tend to say keep out here just a little bit longer, check that centre mirror and left door mirror, and once it's safe, we then drift across gently. We're not going to steer, we're going to just drift ever so gently. Remember, at high speed, it can be quite dangerous if we do quite a heavy steer. So we just do everything all nice and gentle. Now this part of the road is quite important. It's telling us that there's an end of dual carriageway. It's also telling us now there's going to be two-way traffic, and we're just passing the junction there to our right. Also speed change. Now look at your speedo when you're doing this. You need to be doing 30 before you go through the speed change. Now in this instance we are being brought down in any case because of the van turning right and letting them get out of the way and checking door mirror and centre mirror and moving off. Now again, we are going to be heading towards Barmton, which is going to be right at the next roundabout. There's our sign, checking centre mirror and right door mirror. Applying your signal as you come to the sign, moving over to the right-hand lane. Again, noting the road markings. Once again, appropriate speed coming into the roundabout, giving yourself time to look and make that decision whether you're going to go, stay or slow down. Staying in the right-hand side on the roundabout. Following it round, and as we come round, checking centre mirror, left door mirror, look to the left also. You'll see those cars in the blind spot if anyone's sneaking round with you. Then we're going to follow the road all the way around. Now looking in the distance, there's a possible meeting traffic situation. If there's less space, we need less speed. Now remember, do not shy away from these cars on the right-hand side of you. If they push you over towards the curb cannot move. If they push you towards a parked car, that parked car can't move. As I've mentioned in previous videos, coming up to this bend, the sat-nav will tell you that it is a left turn at a junction. No, it is not a left turn. It is just a sharp bend which has a road coming off it. Remember that the sat-navs are there to guide you, not drive for you. You still need to be watching and looking what's happening. So there's the sharp bend and the right turn coming off there. As you can see, it is a bend. It is not an actual junction. As you see, as we come round the bend and straighten up, we've got Asda on our left-hand side and traffic lights just ahead. Crossing just beforehand, making sure you check either side that nobody's crossing, watching out for the pedestrian who doesn't want to use the crossing. Now you see there we've got a green light. It might get through. Pretty sure we will get through. However, notice the prison van well forward of the stop line, well forward of the bike box stop line. So again, as we've turned the corner, we're checking centre mirror and right door mirror and accelerating away. So just in the distance, once again, we can see another pedestrian crossing. Check either side, see if anybody's hit the button and whether it's going to bring you to a stop or not. And just beyond that, we can see the signage for the mini roundabout. We're going to be taking second exit at the mini roundabout. Again, checking centre mirror and right door mirror, bringing that speed down to the appropriate speed to make the decision whether to go or to stay. We can see in this instance, we can go straight round. However, make sure you avoid that white paint in the middle. Checking centre mirror and right door mirror as we exit the roundabout and accelerating away. Don't forget, occasionally have a look in centre mirror and that right door mirror just so you can keep an idea of what is going on behind you. So as we come up the brow of the hill, we can see just ahead of us that we've got a roundabout coming up. We're going to be going first exit at the roundabout. Watching the pedestrian, making sure that they do get across safely. Again, checking mirrors, indicating at the sign, checking that we've got into the correct lane. This turn, it is a left lane approach. Again, appropriate speed, looking into the roundabout. As you can see, each time we're managing to keep the car moving. However, we've come straight into a red light. Check centre mirror, right door mirror. And again, we've managed to keep the car moving. However, we haven't gone forward of that stop line until the light has gone green. Again, as we move off and change speed, check centre mirror and right door mirror. As you probably work out with the driving, there is a lot of mirror checks, a lot of observations. If you do these observations, you're going to drive safe and you're going to keep safe. Every time you come to a pedestrian crossing, look either side. Is anybody waiting to cross? Look ahead at the traffic lights. See what colour they're on right now. They're on red. There's a very good chance they might change, so we could slow our speed down and maybe get ourselves away. Doesn't always happen, but it's good driving. It's eco driving. In this instance, we're unable to keep the car moving. So while we're sitting here, we can see that there is roadworks this time on North Road, and we can see that the arrows are sending us over to the right, over to the left and to the right. So it's 3 signs there telling us where we need to go. So again, green light, and then we're going to move forward. You see, normally you're getting pushed aside, but in this instance, the roadworks are making us go over that bus stop. So again, even though we're moving away from parked cars, you still need to be checking that centre mirror and right door mirror because you are doing a change of direction. You're moving over to the right, so you need to make sure that it is safe to do so. Now very soon we're going to be coming up to a bus lane. Now remember, when a bus lane has got timings on there, there is times that you can go into it. Those timings are when the bus lane is in use. So outside of the timings, you can go into the bus lane and use the bus lane. So you can see we're heading straight into the bus lane, as is the car in front. However, the black van is not using the bus lane and is just sitting out there. You would be expected to use the bus lane when on your test. So basically, early morning tests, 8 o'clock tests, you won't be able to use the bus lanes in Darlington. Anything after 9 o'clock, you should be able to use the bus lanes. Now, if you notice there, I paused because I was going to end up sitting over the crossing, so I held before it. However, the traffic moved up, so I was able to move forward. Again, held up because of the lady crossing the road and the van stopping to let her cross. So we made sure that we didn't block that junction. Now we're going to be turning left at the set of traffic lights. Now on some test routes you will go straight ahead. And again you can see the sign there quite clearly saying which lane you need to be in for which. Obviously we want the left-hand lane for turning left. However, if we were going straight ahead, it would be the right-hand lane on this occasion. So we can see the lights have now changed to green. Traffic is starting to move. We could start preempting this and start creeping forward because we've got that safety zone between the vehicle in front. They all move across to the right-hand lane. We're going into that left. Even though it's through traffic lights, it is still a left turn, so you need to be cautious with your speed. Again, my favourite word, appropriate speed. So as we come up the hill and round the bend, we're going to be coming across a set of traffic lights. Now these lights are going under the railway bridge for a one-way, for a single lane. And we can see we've got lucky there, the lights have changed to green and we're able to continue. However, be aware they may go back to red. Now just as you go under the bridge, you can just see the left-hand turn. That's what we were going to be taking. So again, approach with appropriate speed, and it's still classed as a normal left-hand turn. I'll continue following the road round, noticing the 20-mile-an-hour sign there, only if lights are flashing. Following the bend round to the right. Try to keep to your side as much as possible. Watching pedestrians. And then truck coming round at speed. You can see there we've got less space, so we've slowed it down. Looking up ahead, we've got a car doing something. Not too sure what, but we're going to bring our speed down, let them finish doing whatever they're doing. And once we've cleared them, we're back into the mirrors, checking centre right, and then continuing. Take a note of the roadworks signs. We can see it's on the opposite side of the road. However, be aware of other vehicles coming out to avoid the roadworks. Once again, we've got a pedestrian crossing before the roundabout, and we can see somebody is stood there. So we're expecting the lights to change to red. However, in this case, they have not. And we're looking into the roundabout as we approach. So we're going to try our very best to keep the car moving if we can. Unfortunately, this time we can't. As soon as we have that safe gap, we found our target car and we're going on after that. So check in, centre left, indicating left mirror, left side. However, remember, it is not 40 until you pass the 40 sign. Then you can check mirrors and accelerate. So we're going to be turning right at the next junction, up McMullen Road. Once again, we see the traffic signs, we're checking mirrors. Make sure you check that centre and right mirror. Make sure nobody's coming up that right-hand side of you. So important. The reason I always mention about checking that mirror is I had a girl fail at this junction. A transit van decided to overtake her on the hatch markings just as she was about to move across to the right. Now, because she didn't check her mirrors and see him, she ended up failing because the examiner had to pull the wheel back over. Now, yes, the transit van shouldn't have done that in the first place. However, if she'd had checked her mirrors and acted accordingly, then she wouldn't have been in any danger. Can't stress how important it is to check these mirrors before you move direction. You need to make sure that it is safe to do so. Okay, so the lights have turned green. However, the van in front is deciding not to move. With a gentle little beep from me, she moves off. I wonder what she was doing to distract herself from the actual green light. Yes, she did get a little bit of a stare from me. Okay then, so continuing down then McMullen Road, we know we're on to the final leg of the test. However, don't get complacent. You've still got that mile or so to go. Still quite a few things that we need to do, i.e. crossings, junctions with traffic lights, and of course, Yarm Road roundabout. So each time you see a vehicle coming up to the junction, try and make eye contact with them. Make sure that they've looked this way so they know you are on the way. They should do anyway, but just for peace of mind, make sure that they have looked. And again, as I've said in previous videos, this roundabout coming up at the Yarm Road roundabout with the retail park is a very busy roundabout, particularly for pedestrians. You've got Cummings over on the opposite side. They come across to the retail park quite often, and we do need to let them cross if it is safe to do so. On this occasion, there is no pedestrians around because we've looked either side as we're approaching the junction as per usual. Appropriate speed. This time we can get on, and again we're scanning the exit to make sure there's no pedestrians, or if there is, we need to act accordingly and safely. Again, note the speed change back up to 40 miles an hour, checking centre mirror and right door mirror, and accelerating away with the flow of traffic. Now we're going straight ahead. As we can see, we've been told we need to be into the right-hand lane. Again, lights have been green for some time. Be prepared for them to change. And here we go into the final leg. Remember, when turning into the test centre from Darlington area, use the hatch markings to assist you getting into that filter box. So there we go then, another video. I won't go into the test centre this time. We all know what to do. Hope you enjoyed it. Any questions? Put it into the comments down below. Thank you very much.